What if I told you that right now, as you're watching this, there are 5 incredibly skilled employees just sitting there, waiting to work for you, completely free? And no, I'm not talking about unpaid interns or some sketchy pyramid scheme. I'm talking about AI tools so powerful they'll make you wonder why you're still doing repetitive tasks when you could be building your empire instead. The reality of free AI workforce. Look, I get it. Every day, you're probably drowning in tasks that feel mind-numbing. Writing emails, creating graphics, editing videos, managing schedules, analyzing data. It's like being stuck in a hamster wheel, right? But here's what most people don't realize. We're living through the biggest productivity revolution since the internet itself. According to a 2024 McKinsey study, AI tools can automate up to 70% of repetitive business tasks that currently consume 20-30 hours per week for the average professional. That's not some far-off future prediction. That's happening right now with tools you can access for free. I've been testing these AI employees for months, and honestly, some days I feel like I'm cheating. Last week, I launched a complete marketing campaign, graphics, copy, video content, social media posts in under 3 hours, something that used to take me 3 days. Employee #1, the master copywriter. Meet your new head of content, ChatGPT, Claude, or Perplexity. But here's the thing everyone gets wrong, they use these tools like fancy search engines. The real secret? Training them to understand your voice, your audience, your goals. I discovered a technique I call voice cloning. You feed the AI 3 pieces of your best writing, then use this prompt. Analyze my writing style, tone, and approach. Now write specific requests in my exact voice. The transformation is incredible. Instead of getting generic, robotic content, you get copy that sounds like you wrote it yourself, but in a fraction of the time. I used this exact method to write 50 LinkedIn posts in one sitting, and people kept commenting asking if I'd hired a new copywriter. No, just me and my AI assistant working together. The crazy part? This same AI can switch between writing styles instantly. Need a professional email? Done. Want a casual social media post? Easy. Sales copy that converts? It's got you covered. It's like having a world-class copywriter who never gets tired, never has writer's block, and works 24/7. Employee #2, the visual genius. Your new art director is Leonardo AI, DALL-E, or Midjourney. But here's what separates the amateurs from the pros: understanding prompt engineering. Most people type "make me a logo" and wonder why they get garbage. The secret is layering your prompts like a professional brief. Instead of basic requests, try this approach. Create a minimalist logo for your business, inspired by Apple's clean design philosophy, using a navy blue and silver color palette with a mood of trust and innovation, suitable for both digital and print applications. I created an entire brand identity in 20 minutes using this approach. The logo, the color scheme, business cards, social media templates, everything. A graphic designer had quoted me $2,000 for the same work. 20 minutes versus 2 weeks and $2,000. The math is pretty simple, isn't it? But here's the real kicker. These AI design tools don't just create single images. They can generate entire brand ecosystems. I've seen people launch complete visual identities for their businesses using nothing but smart prompts and a bit of creativity. Employee #3, the video production team. This one's a game changer. Tools like Runway ML, Pika Labs, and even CapCut's AI features can edit videos, generate B-roll, create animations, and even produce entire video sequences from text descriptions. But here's the part that blew my mind. AI can now analyze your successful videos and replicate the editing patterns that work. I uploaded the script for this video, and the AI automatically suggested pacing, transitions, and even where to add emphasis. It's like having a video editor who's studied every viral video on the platform. The possibilities are endless. Need stock footage but can't afford it? AI generates it. Want custom animations for your brand? AI creates them. Need multiple versions of the same video for different platforms? AI adapts them automatically. I know creators spending thousands on video production who could be doing the same work with these free tools. The learning curve exists, sure, but once you get it, you're basically unstoppable. Employee #4, the data analyst. Google's Bard, Microsoft's Copilot, or even free versions of Claude can analyze spreadsheets, identify trends, create reports, and even predict patterns in your business data. Here's a real example from my own experience. I uploaded 3 months of my YouTube analytics data, and the AI identified that my videos perform 40% better when I use specific keywords in the first 15 seconds. That insight alone has doubled my view retention rate. But it gets better. This same AI analyzed my email marketing data and discovered that emails sent on Tuesday mornings with subject lines under 40 characters get 65% higher open rates. Information that would have taken me weeks to figure out manually was delivered in seconds. It's like having a data scientist on retainer, except you're not paying them $80,000 a year. The AI never gets tired, never makes calculation errors, and can process datasets that would take humans days to analyze. Employee #5. The project manager. This is where it gets really interesting. Tools like Notion AI, Asana Intelligence, or even advanced ChatGPT plugins can manage your entire workflow, create project timelines, send reminders, and even anticipate bottlenecks before they happen. I've set up automated workflows where my AI project manager creates content calendars, assigns tasks based on deadlines, and even drafts follow-up emails when projects are running behind. It tracks my productivity patterns and suggests optimal work schedules based on when I'm most creative. The AI notices things I miss. It remembers every commitment, every deadline, every small detail that usually falls through the cracks. It's like having a personal assistant who never sleeps, never forgets, and costs you absolutely nothing. Last month, my AI project manager caught a potential client conflict that I had completely overlooked. It saved me from double booking and potentially losing 2 major projects. That one catch alone was worth more than most people spend on productivity tools in a year. Exploring the contrasting perspective. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? And honestly, there are some legitimate concerns we need to address. First, there's the learning curve. These tools aren't magic wands. They require skill, patience, and understanding to use effectively. I've spent countless hours learning how to communicate with AI effectively, understanding its limitations, and developing workflows that actually work. I've seen people spend entire weekends fighting with AI tools because they expected instant perfection. They'd type a basic prompt, get mediocre results, and conclude that AI is overhyped. But that's like judging a race car by how it performs when you don't know how to drive. Second, there's the question of quality consistency. While AI can produce amazing results, it can also produce complete garbage if you don't know how to guide it properly. A study from Stanford Research Institute found that 60% of AI-generated content requires significant human editing to meet professional standards. And then there's the bigger question, are we becoming too dependent on AI? Some productivity experts argue that over-relying on AI tools actually makes us less creative, less capable of original thinking. Dr. Cal Newport, in his book Deep Work, warns about the cognitive costs of constant tool switching and automation dependence. He argues that true productivity comes from sustained, focused human effort, not from delegating everything to machines. There's something to be said for the deep satisfaction of creating something entirely with your own hands and mind. I've noticed this in my own work sometimes. When I rely too heavily on AI for initial drafts, I sometimes feel disconnected from the creative process. There's a difference between using AI as a tool and letting AI do the thinking for you. But here's what I've learned through months of experimentation. The magic isn't in choosing between human creativity and AI efficiency. It's in finding the perfect blend. Think of these AI tools not as replacements for your skills, but as amplifiers. They handle the repetitive, time-consuming foundation work, so you can focus on strategy, creativity, and the high-level thinking that only humans can do. The entrepreneurs who are winning right now aren't the ones who avoid AI, and they're not the ones who blindly trust it either. They're the ones who understand how to dance with these tools, knowing when to lead and when to follow. I've found that the most effective approach is what I call the human-AI sandwich. You start with human strategy and vision, use AI to execute the bulk of the work, then finish with human refinement and quality control. Take this video for example. I outline the key points and overall structure based on my experience and understanding of what you need to hear. Then I used AI to research statistics and generate supporting examples. Finally, I rewrote and refined everything to match my voice, my style, and my genuine insights. The result? Content that's more comprehensive than I could create alone, delivered faster than traditional methods, but still authentically me. That's the sweet spot, where human creativity meets AI capability. The bigger picture. This brings us to something much bigger than just productivity hacks. We are living through a fundamental shift in how work gets done. The question isn't whether AI will change your industry, It's whether you'll be leading that change or getting left behind. According to the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report, by 2025, 85 million jobs will be displaced by AI, but 97 million new jobs will be created. The difference? The new jobs require human-AI collaboration skills. So here's my challenge for you. What if instead of worrying about AI taking your job, you focused on using AI to create jobs? What if these 5 free employees became the foundation of your side hustle, your startup, your creative empire? Think about it. You now have access to capabilities that would have cost tens of thousands of dollars just 5 years ago. A full content creation team, a design studio, a data analysis department, a project management system, all for the price of an internet connection. I know people who have launched entire businesses using nothing but these free AI tools, content creators scaling to 6 figures, consultants serving clients they never could have handled before, students building portfolios that land them dream jobs. But here's the real question: what will you build with this power? Will you use it to escape the 9-to-5 grind? To launch that creative project you've been putting off? To scale your existing business beyond what you thought possible? Or will you just use it to make your current routine slightly more efficient while staying exactly where you are? Because here's the truth nobody talks about. Having access to these tools doesn't guarantee success. Everyone has access to the same free AI. The differentiator isn't the tools themselves, it's how creatively, strategically, and persistently you use them. The people who will thrive in this new world aren't necessarily the most technical. They're the ones who understand human needs, who can spot opportunities, who can combine AI capabilities with genuine value creation. You know what excites me most about this moment? For the first time in history, the barriers to starting something meaningful have never been lower. You don't need a huge team, massive capital, or years of technical training. You need curiosity, persistence, and the willingness to experiment with these incredible tools. The tools are here. They're free. They're waiting. The only question is, what kind of future are you going to build? If this video opened your eyes to what's possible, smash that like button and subscribe for more AI productivity breakdowns. I'm constantly testing new tools and techniques, and I share everything I learn with this community. Drop a comment telling me which of these 5 AI employees you're most excited to hire. I read every single one and often turn your suggestions into full videos. Are you team copywriter? Team designer? Or maybe you're already thinking about how to combine all 5. And if you want to dive deeper, I've linked detailed tutorials and all the tools mentioned in the description. Trust me, spending an hour learning these systems will save you hundreds of hours this year. Remember, the future belongs to those who show up prepared. Don't just watch this video and move on. Pick one tool, spend 30 minutes with it today, and start building your AI-powered workflow. The next video I watch from you might be about how these free AI employees helped you launch your dream project. Let's make it happen together.